Hey, what's up again, YouTube? So today, gonna be talking a little bit about HashFlare. So I went ahead and took the plunge and actually bought a little bit of HashFlare SHA-256 mining contracts. So how HashFlare works is that you can buy a certain amount of hashing power directly from them, and then they pay you out daily based on whatever that hashing power generated on that day. So they charge about $2.20 per um, 10 gigahashes, I believe, is what their pricing is. So it used to be quite a bit cheaper. So you used to be able to get about 10 terahashes of hashing power for about $1,500, and that's a 1 year contract. Recently, they had a price increase, and then they also have limited amount of supply left. Now it costs about $2,200 for that same 10 terahash of hashing power. So what I currently have, I'm actually up to about 20 terahash, a little bit over 20 terahashes of power that I currently have. And with the dropping price of Bitcoin over the last couple of days and weeks, the revenue forecast has been dropping quite a bit from where it was when I first started. So right now, with the amount of power that I have, it's estimated that I'll make about $38 per day, about $1,100 per month, and over the course of the entire year of the contract, about $14,000. But that's assuming the current difficulty of Bitcoin mining, and then also the current price of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes back to that like near $20,000 mark that it was knocking on, this number will go up quite a bit as far as how much I'm making on a day-to-day basis. So that's the thing to keep in mind if you decide to buy any hashing power from Bitcoin, Bitcoin hashing power, or Litecoin, or Ethereum, or any of the other things, Zcash that they offer. Um, so that's the thing to keep in mind. So these forecasts are based on the current price and the current difficulty level. So these can change dramatically over the course of the year. Other thing is that how it works. So once you're in here, you kind of click on so once you have a HashFlare account, you can come to the SHA-256 section, and then you can just scroll over to the amount of hashing power you want. So you can buy as little as I believe it's 10 gigahash is the minimum. So yeah, 10 gigahash, and you'll get that's cost $2.20 for that. But buying that much small amount, you're not going to make very much money out of it. I mean, you'll be making something, but it'll be very minimal. And then also because of the new policy that they've implemented at HashFlare is that now they have a limit on what the minimum withdrawal amount. So right now it's set to 0.05 BTC is the minimum amount that you can withdraw. So if you're investing something like $2, you'll never get to that amount over the course of the year. So you'll never be able to withdraw anything as long as this policy is in place. And my understanding why they implemented this is because there's increasing number of unconfirmed transactions that's pending within the Bitcoin blockchain, and that's also causing the fees on the network to go up. So in a lot of cases, say if you have $30 that you want to pull out of here, right? It may not make sense to even pull it out because you maybe lose $30 in simply just trying to do the transaction to transfer the money to your own wallet because of the increasing fees that's been going on the Bitcoin network. Otherwise, you may just be waiting forever for your transaction to go through if you send it with a very small transaction fee. So that's something to keep in mind as far as determining how much hashing power you may particularly buy, and things like that. But yeah, so they have kind of these recommendations that hey, we don't recommend you withdraw while the network fee is this high, and things like that. And then they have their own Bitcoin network fee at the moment is 0.0006. So it came back down a bit from the highs that it was at because I know when I was looking at a period of time there was way over 200 some thousand pending transactions, and the fees were like $20, $30 or something like that. They had got pretty high for a period of time, but look like those have come back down. Last time I checked, the chain there was maybe a little bit over 100, maybe 150, 160,000 outstanding transactions. So it had caught up a little bit, but it's still not ideal for it to be that backed up. So taking a look bit at a little bit of numbers here. So I've been hashing for a little bit. I actually did one reinvest So that one reinvest got me 1.64 terahash, and that was actually on an accident. One day I was just kind of clicking on the reinvest button shortly after I joined, and I just kind of want to understand what it is, and I had clicked it here, reinvest SHA-256, but I didn't think I had clicked save, but I guess I did. I thought I had clicked close, but I guess I clicked save that day, and it ended up reinvesting the little money that I had gained and reinvested it back into the network, and then it gave me another 1.64 terahashes. So I'm not too mad about that, but my goal is I kind of want to try to go ahead and get my initial investment back, and then go ahead and take that out, and then as I get more comfortable with the platform, I'll continue getting more hashing power as times go on, because ideally I would like to keep my BTC, because that's a kind of an appreciating asset, and then actually buy the hashing power with something like US dollars or credit card or something like that, because that's kind of more of a, it's not static. I mean, the US dollars does go up and down in compared to other currencies, but not nowhere near as much as something like Bitcoin. So for example, right now, let's take a look at it. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at about I think about $13,000 and something now. So let's just say 13,500 is our target, and 0.33415 BTC. So right now, at this $13,500 value, I have about $451 in my HashFlare account right now. But say if Bitcoin goes up to 19,500, that same BTC would then be worth $651. Since I don't really know what Bitcoin will do, it may go lower, it may go higher. You just don't really know what the market is going to do. But I'm betting or hoping that it goes higher, and because of that, I prefer to just hold on to the little BTC that I'm getting paid out, because that's going to potentially appreciate in value. And as I have enough funds where I can actually buy more hashing power, I may just pay that in US dollars amount as opposed to BTC. That's just my thoughts on that. But you can actually, so like if you're using the reinvestment option, it'll just automatically reinvest every time you get enough money to actually buy more hashing power. It'll just automatically buy that for you and add it to your account, assuming that they have available hashing power on their network to assign to you. You can do that. So yeah, so my goal is that someday I hope to get up to 100 terahash, but yeah, that's running $22,000 nowadays. So 1.69 BTC for that. It was like I said, that was about $15,000 only a couple weeks ago. So that's price has gone up dramatically, but I guess the demand probably has gone up. Their cost for the hardware that they're producing or buying from other vendors, that probably has also gone up. So all those things are kind of factors and kind of what the price is going. And then also, like, the other factor is that the fact that Bitcoin has dropped in price. While these contracts are still profitable, they're not as profitable as they were just merely a few weeks ago. Because before, when I was kind of looking at the numbers and running the numbers and things like that, on an average contract, you can probably make all your money back in about 3 months, or 2.5 to 3 months. Now with the increased price increase, you're looking more at 3.5 to 4 months or so before you're going to make all of your initial investment back, and then after that, everything else would be profit. But that's assuming that the price of Bitcoin does not plummet dramatically, or the difficulty of mining Bitcoin does not increase dramatically, because either one of those factors can greatly affect how profitable these things can be. So hope this has been useful to get a better understanding of HashFlare, and if you're interested, definitely feel free to use my link down in the messages and sign up and start getting some Bitcoin or Litecoin, Ethereum, and Zcash, the other contracts they have. So I haven't personally bought any of their other contracts yet. The Ethereum one doesn't look too bad as far as the cost. So like, say if you were you went out and built your own mining rig that can do about 30 mega hash. You probably won't be able to do it for much better than the $660 that they're charging. But the thing is, if you build your own, you keep that hardware at the end of the year, and then you can use it again for the next year to mine again. As opposed to when you're renting it, you were essentially renting it from them. You have the capacity for 1 year, and then you're done. So that's kind of the trade-off. You don't have to deal with the energy costs and having it in your home or warehouse or wherever you're capable of putting it. You don't have to deal with those things. But yeah, so yeah, 30 mega hash is $660 on here. You want to mine some Ethereum, Zcash, about I'm not sure how much that one is. So, well, the scale is different here. So 1,000 hashes per second is $2,000. So just kind of varies depending on which coin you want to mine and which one you want to use. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.